Hi friends, it's Peggy Noe from PrettyPaperCards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here today to show you how to make this really cute card from the Arrange a Wreath Bundle by Stampin' Up! So let's first take a look at the bundle. I've got my catalog, my Stampin' Up! Catalog, 2020 to 2021 annual catalog here. And on page 127, we have the Arrange a Wreath Bundle. And I'll show you here, this is kind of the sample, some of the samples. And then down here is the stamp set. And we're also going to use the die set. And it comes as a bundle, and the little picture is right here with the dies. So let's get started. Here up close is the stamp set. And basically what it is a wreath and all the different things that you need for any holiday. Because wreaths are so popular. You know, we have wreaths on our doors for summer and fall and all the different seasons. And so this gives you everything you need to make a wreath card for any season. And the coordinating dies are called the Wreath Builder dies. Here they are. And they have even more fun things like this little love heart that cuts out the letters for love. It has what you need. That's, I think, a little bow. And it's just adorable. So I'm going to show you one type of card that we're going to make today. There is so much you can do with this set. But here's the card we're going to make today. And I'll show you how we're going to put it together. So here are all the pieces, parts. And I'm going to just do it with you. So we're going to start out with a purple posy card base. And this is one of the in colors from 2019 to 2020. Yeah, so it's still available this year. No, I think I'm wrong. 2019 to 2021. Yeah. So here's our card base. Now on this, we're going to put a piece of the In Good Taste, I think it's called In Good Taste, yes, In Good Taste Designer Series paper. This paper is amazing for backgrounds. I mean, look at that. That's kind of a brick background. This is wood. It's so versatile. I just love this. And what we're going to do, then we're going to layer 3 different colors of die-cut wreaths. Now there are 2 die-cut wreaths in the set. There's this one that's very flowery or full with little leaves. And then there's this more plain one that is the one I'm going to use today. I kind of like this one. It's a little bit more almost you might call classic. And so I've cut out 3 wreaths of different colors. This is Daffodil Delight. This is Granny Apple Green, and this one is the Purple Posy. And I'm just going to layer those. But first, what I want to do, remember on our sample, we had this piece of linen thread. So I'm going to get out my linen thread, and I keep it on this neat little old-fashioned spool. And I'm going to tie it in a bow around this piece of Designer Series paper. So I'm just going to give it a little trim. And we'll just tie our bow. Now, you could definitely tie it in a knot. You could go 2 times around or 3 times around and tie in a knot. What I'm going to do is tie in a knot first, because that keeps my the thread going around nice and tight. And then I'll make my bow on top of that. And then sometimes if my bow isn't staying in the right place, I might put a little glue dot under it. But let's see what we can do here. You know, with bows, we need to just kind of rearrange them a little bit to get them where we want them to go. Is that on the camera for you? Pull it tight and then pull down. And then we just move it around to get it right where we want it to be. Let's see. There, I think that's kind of cute. And we'll pull our little ends down, our little tails, and let me trim this other one off. Okay, there's our bow. Now we might go back in and use a little glue dot in a while. So to adhere this to the card base, I'm going to use some multi-purpose glue, Tombow multi-purpose glue. That's so I can move it around because I want to center it on my card base. And the card base is 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. And then my piece of the In Good Taste Designer Series paper is 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, now we have that adhered. Now we're going to put our wreath on, and what I'm going to do is start with the green. I think the green looks good in the background, and I'm going to put little dots of glue, my multi-purpose glue, and you'll notice that on this wreath there are some leaves that are right along the circle. See what I mean? Right here's another one right along the circle there, and those are the ones to definitely adhere. And then I'm going to adhere some others because this is going to be the base one, and I want to make sure it sticks nicely. The trick is, once you set it, do not move it. So you find the place you want to set it down and you just press. You can't move that around. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing with my second one in Daffodil Delight paper, and again I'm going to start with the pieces that leaves that are on the basic circle of the wreath, because that's where I want it to be nice and sturdy. And then I'm going to go back and just catch a few more to make sure that we want some to stand up. That gives it some dimension, but we want others to glue down. And for this one, I'm going to go just a hair bit higher than the other one, and a little alternating. I don't know if I'm enough alternating there. Whoops. Gosh, I didn't know that was going to move. Okay. There we go. And you see how some are going to stick up and others don't. That gives it some nice dimension. Now for our third one, our purple posy color wreath, I'm going to use some mini Stampin' Dimensionals because I want even more dimension, and this is going to keep it up above the other two wreaths that we've glued down. So I'm going to put these just around, and you can see some of the little leaves are a little bit fatter than the others, and that's where I want to put the dimensionals so they don't show. Put one right there. Okay, now let's take our little pieces off. Our little covers, I don't know what you call those. Take those off so the sticky stuff is showing. It's a little hard to get them off sometimes. Okay, I think this is my last one right here. Brush that to the side, and now we're going to lay this a little alternating here. There we go. It just makes the wreath more full. Isn't that cute? Now I'm not totally happy with this bow. I think I am going to use a little a little glue dot. Here are my little glue dots, and I'm just going to use one under that knot to get that to stick. Can you see that? So I'm just going to put it right there. And then what I like to do is take my Take Your Pick tool by Stampin' Up, and I just kind of gently press that glue dot right under that knot so that I know it sticks and it doesn't show. These little tails do not want to lay down, do they? Okay, I pulled them, and I think I'll trim them a little bit more. Okay, now what we're ready to do is we are ready to put on our little, our cute little board. This is kind of a rustic look card, and the stamp set comes with this little board. I don't know what else to call it, but I'll stamp it and you'll see what it looks like. Okay. Now these are photopolymer stamps, so when we stamp, it's good to have a Stampin' Pierce mat or something with a thick base, padded base, so that it stamps really, the image comes out really clear. Okay, it's supposed to be rustic, so there's that. And then I think I'll stamp the sentiment also. And the sentiment, I'm using the stamp from the set that says giving thanks, but I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with it, or give thanks. I'm gonna stamp it in Highland Heather ink right there. Okay, and now we're gonna do our magic. We are going to use our paper snips, and this is easy. And we're just going to cut down the sides here and cut out this little square or rectangle. There is not a die for this, but of course I can see why, because it's so easy to cut out, very easy to cut out. So we'll just trim that lower side there. Okay, now this is going to sit on our wreath right over here like that. And I'm going to use some regular size Stampin' Dimensionals to adhere that on either side of the wreath. And that, I think it's kind of like a chalkboard kind of a thing, right? Okay, there's our board. And now we're going to cut out our thanks. And because this is not Thanksgiving yet, I want to make this just a thank you card, just a plain thank you card. So I'm just going to take my paper snips and just really arbitrarily, you turn the paper rather than the scissors. Just turn your paper like that. Now I'm going to go in under the word give and cut that out. Just like that. And back up over the H and around. And there we go. There's our little word thanks, and we're going to put it right on our little board with, again, some mini Stampin' Dimensionals. Let me pull those back out. And then our card will be finished. It's a super adorable little card you can use. I love the colors I used here because I wanted it to be summery, because I'm filming this in the summer. And I thought it's just, I think it's kind of a cute little summer wreath. There, isn't that darling? I hope you liked my video today, and don't forget the name of this stamp set is Arrange a Wreath, and it's a bundle, and it comes with the Wreath Builder dies. Thank you so much for stopping by. See you next time.